So the app is designed to create an accessible and safe way for people to access information that comes from the White House administration and long-term access more bipartisan information so people can come to better decisions for themselves.
So what you'll notice here is these are town halls, all super close by. And these are all town halls that you can actually go to. In this day and age, we're like so used to having our information so accessible. One thing that we do really well is we present the information really fast. Notifications actually notify you the moment a legislation is signed or a presidential action goes through. And so like all of a sudden millennials have the first-hand documents in their hands the second that they get put on the whitehouse.gov. It's not even a sense of like, is this something that people want? It's something that people should absolutely have. Just considering that all these different like executive orders and other actions actually make a difference in each and every one of our daily lives. We had protests for Milo at Berkeley. The next morning we wake up, Berkeley's all over the news, and then Donald Trump actually goes out and tweets. And the entire campus is like, what the heck is going on, right? I get to one of my classes and I decide to mess around with the whitehouse.gov website, and I realized that I can build something very simple around it. So I built out a really fast prototype in that class, and right after class I reached out to Rohan. I'm like, hey, let's build something on this and let's release it today. And we released the app the very same day, and like the app just started blowing up. Like we had users from all over the country, all over the world. Actually, a lot of millennials downloading the app as well, which has been really awesome for us. Just as millennials, like we know that millennials are an age group or a demographic that isn't necessarily very political. And like being able to make a difference there.
I think what's especially interesting is you're seeing like a generation of people who previously couldn't vote. For example, if you're 17, you're like a generation of people who might have voted in the previous election, but come next election, you will have the opportunity to vote. So being kind of informed on what's going on in the state of affairs nationally and internationally is really important.
As engineers, as people in technology, we have like a responsibility to build things that actually get this information out. And it definitely is a sense of like, I guess, activism, but I think it's also a sense of public service.
I don't like to think about it in the words of activism because that sort of takes us aside. And I think, you know, to really create the most impact, it would make the most sense to not really position ourselves as, you know, with any political affiliation. There's no excuse to not be informed about what's happening in America and in the world more broadly speaking. And especially with things like mobile phones, you know, the information is there. You just have to take a look.